Pozdrav ljudi, nastavljamo tačno tamo gdje smo stali. Nadamo se. Samo sekund. Samo sekund. Dobro, sve je ovo podešeno kako treba. Nastavljamo s igrom. Pravo da vam kažem, ne sjećam se ni odakle sam došao. Čekaj, ja sam odavde došao i krenuo sam tamo, ili? Sad mi ništa nije jasno. Really?
It's locked, all right.
Ne, idemo mi na glavnu misiju. Okej. Mapa. O, może treba nam?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Okej, dosta kuchnjave. Kako ja da izađem? Čekaj, odavde su. Mi se vraćamo na jebeni početak. Obijem ti mater. Ček, jel to vamo vidim nešto zanimljivo? Okej, ovdje smo nju spasili. Mogu li ja tebe da izlečim?
You should return to a safer place, Miss Teasdale. What's more, I'm not sure you should see your father in his condition. He was savagely disfigured.
Thank you for your sympathy, Doctor. But I recently learnt to stare horror in the face.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful.
Begaj.
Until we meet again.
Ajde, beži. Ovdje sam pokupio sve, znači idem. Ovdje dole, jesam bio ili ne? Stvarno, ponovo ne znam odakle sam došao, bravo ja.
This is no place for you, sir. Die, leech!
Bravo ja. Nisam te ni vidio, izvinjavamo se. Okej, ne da mi se šunjati, pravo da vam kažem, tako da... Ne mogu ja da ne pokupim ove stvari, ovaj ono...
Stay away!
Ne brini, stay away. Okej, obišli smo ovaj ovdje. Sad, ili ovdje negdje, ili ovdje, pošto... Nema treći, ne može da bude treći. Ček sekund. O ne. Čekaj. Idemo... A tako, izvinjavam se. Trebali ste hodati to kod mene. kraju. Papir. Šta idemo i dalje? West. Čekaj, ili idemo skroz na... Da, skroz west. Maybe south. Ali ajmo prvo skroz west. Okej, baš sam ono postao bahat. Pošto da, ne? Parice. Popiti materina, nemaš ništa. Okej, dobio sam nešto od nje.
This is now my domain, young Echo. You're mine! Your prey is mine! Gotcha! You cannot win this! Čekaj, ovdje sam već bio dole, da ništa od toga. Spasili nju. South maybe. South. Ako nije south, onda stvarno ne znam šta bi vam rekao. Ni tamo, molim te, ne mogu. Kad ovo postoji?
sad? Da li da levelujem? I fali nam nešto. Dobro, ovo sam maksao. Šta kaže ovo? Šta? Ovo... Ohoho! 10. Ili... Stamina, ništa, znači ovo. Evo ovako. To je to. Sad revolver ili nešto. Sve kaže. Dobro. Aha, ovo je stan. Ja gledam što je ono. Okej, ovdje imam fire damage, to je... Okej, 5 stun pointa će... Okej, mislim da će to biti to. Tako da... Da... Stun baton nam neće trebati. Ne ovdje, dole. Aha. Sad smo rekli 25 level, znači ništa posebno. Ovdje sam već bio. Okej, glup sam, ne mogu da nađem taj Father Testament. Ne, pasova, kutija otvori. Ne mogu da nađem. Ne mogu da nađem. Found second. Ok, to će ostati nerešene misije, tako da... ti si ovdje jedina. Pogrešno. Ok, ovdje nema. Srce. Idemo mi da se levelujemo. Mislim da je to najpametnije. Level. Level up pa na glavnu misiju. Tako. Ovo ne mogu da levelujem. Health.
ga. Klas, ništa, što se ovoga tiče. Okej, ja. Evo. Toga, ovo ne mogu da levelujem Vampyr. 2000. Ok, bite ili heal. Nadamo se da nismo zajebali. Ok, health raste. Serious, ok. Wow. Ok, ovdje sve stoji. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 za srce i 1 za mozak. Wow, ono baš wow. Dobro, ništa od ovoga. Čujem ja, ali ne vidim.
It's always been your house, Dad. Not mine.
And I just here.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reid. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Frog Morton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Okej, znamo za
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
A personal question.
Why did your father feel guilty? He seemed so eager to welcome you back, as though he'd done something wrong.
Last time we saw each other, we had a terrible argument. I left the house and ended up in a pub. That's where the vampire met me. Dead drunk.
I see.
We argued a lot, me and Dad. But I always came home. I'm sure that's why he went to find me. He knew something bad had happened.
Your father never gave up on you. In the end, he risked everything to save the daughter he loved.
Yeah, that was my dad. Tough bastard, just like me. Even if I'd broken his leg, he would have gone looking for me.
What do you mean?
That last argument we had, it was more of a fight, actually. He slapped me and I kicked him hard in the balls.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise, he used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Treba nam još jedan hint. Ovdje smo sve već pitali.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
These leaflets were telling the truth all along. Nobody takes them seriously.
Women's right to vote.
Da,
Nije počišćeno ništa, sve smo uzeli. Ti si tu.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
Okay.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure. I can't. As you wish.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reid. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Your word is my command.
Okay.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
Aloysius Dawson is the richest man in England. He'll be a very useful resource for the club.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Okay.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Yeah.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
Okay.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall, and yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Okay, znači,
Goodbye for now,
mislim da bi
Elizabeth.
Goodbye,
trebali
my
da ga
dear.
ubijemo.
Please, be careful.
Doktor Swansea, šta je ovo? A, dobro. Okej, zašto je ovdje Sirius? Okej, niko nije nestao, to je dobra stvar. Skoro svi su bolesni. Ovdje sam ja zajebo. Ti si izliječena.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Da, dobro idem.
trebalo bi da pronađem još dosta ljudi.
Ain't safe here for a gent. See them fancy clothes? This one's a top. This one's mine. Bloody leg there. There's one of them vermin.
Okej, vi ste popadali ko muve. Čekaj, sam još uvijek na dobrom pravcu, jes. Table, okay.
This one of them. I hear these. He's dead. I'm gonna break this. Fucking fast.
Hospital. Ja sam došao od nazad, bravo ja.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reid.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
The pain. It's there again.
Da, trebalo bi da bude zaraženih na sve strane, a ja ne mogu jednog da pronađem.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Ok, ljudi, nadam se da ste uživali, vidimo se u sljedećoj epizodi i čao.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.